Today, everybody want to know why gold prices are rising. The real story behind the shine. We are going to discuss this topic into detail. Now, welcome to my podcast, The Tech Chanakya, myself Anil Diwan, where we break down complex financial trends into a simple insight that matters. Today, topic is glittering on every investor radar. That is the rising price of the gold. Let's unpack the key reasons behind the rally, from global politics to central bank strategies and shifting the investor behavior. Now, the first point is geopolitical uncertainty and the safe haven effect. Safe haven effect is very important to understand. Whenever the world feels uncertain, the gold becomes the go-to shelter for investors. Conflicts such as Russia-Ukraine war, tensions in the Middle East, and the trade dispute between major economies have made market nervous. Unlike currency or stocks that can collapse overnight, gold holds its value. That's why it's often called a crisis commodity. As uncertainty rises, so does the demand for safety, and the demand directly push gold prices upward. Now, second reason is Federal Reserve's and interest rate expectations. The next major driver is the monetary policy, specifically expectations that the US Federal Reserve may soon cut interest rates. Why does that matter? Because when interest rates fall, the opportunity cost of holding gold decreases. Gold does not pay interest or dividend, so investors prefer it when the cash yields are low. Now, lower rates also tend to weaken the US dollar, making gold price in dollar cheaper for other countries, which boost global buying of the gold. The third point is persistent inflation and currency weakness. Even though the inflation has cooled down from pandemic high, that is during the COVID, the inflation was very high. It's still sticky in many reasons. Gold acts as a hedge against inflation, meaning when the value of money erodes, gold's relative value rises. In countries like India, Japan, and some part of Europe, weaker local currencies have made gold price surge even more in domestic terms. So even if the international gold prices hold steady, the rupee or yen depreciation can make it costlier locally. Now, the fourth reason is the central banks are buying a lot. They are buying this gold in a lot. Here is a fascinating trend. Global central banks are very silently holding gold. In 2024 and 25, countries like China and India and Turkey also have been among the top gold buyers. They are diversifying away from the US dollar due to geopolitical tension and the sanction risk. Accordingly to the World Gold Council, central banks have been net buyer for over a decade, and this steady institutional demand has created a solid price floor for gold. It's very surprising. They are a very silent buyer for the gold. And the fifth point is ETF inflows and investor sentiments. Institutional and retail investors are also contributing to the rally of rising price of the gold. Gold-backed exchange trade fund, that is ETFs, have seen fresh inflow as investors rebalance portfolio toward the safe assets. With equity markets showing volatility and cryptocurrencies still uncertain, the gold offers stability and liquidity. Even algorithmic trading systems now view gold as a key hedge during the volatile sessions, amplifying short-term demand. Now, the sixth reason of increase in the gold price is the domestic factor. That is India, the Indian story. For India, specifically, the surge has a festive flavor. Everyone want to buy the gold. The wedding and festival season around Dashera and Diwali always drive up the jewelry demand. A weak rupee against the dollar has further inflated the domestic price. Even as the global prices remain steady, India continues to be among the world's largest gold consumer, and cultural demand here plays a real role in a seasonal price hikes. So to sum it up, gold's current rise is not driven by one reason alone. There are multiple reasons. We have discussed six reasons. It's a mix of geopolitical fear, monetary policy shift, inflation protection, and institutional buying, all covering to make the gold shine better than ever. As uncertainty continues to define the global market, gold remains what it has ever been, a universal symbol of value and trust. So this was a podcast by Tech Chanakya, and I am your host Anil Diwan. Join me next week as we decode another major market trend shaping your financial future. Until then, stay informed, stay invested, and never stop learning. Thank you.